As we have seen the if conditional statements, we are going to dive into switch case now. So these two conditional statements are just there to evaluate our logic. So if this happens, what should be the next step? So nothing here is very complex. So with this, we have two examples we are going to demonstrate using the switch case, a statement or conditional statement. So for that, let us create our variables as usual, var, and we can call this a day, because our first example here is checking, like sending to our console a message based on the days that we have. So if it is Monday, maybe we can say the start of the weekend. If it is, let us say Friday, we can say like the end of the weekend, something like that. So for now, we can have just Monday. We can have Monday. And below, we will have switch. And in switch, we are going to pass in the variable called day. And now to check the condition, we need to use a case. So we can say case, and what is the values of the day. So if it is Monday, what should we do? We should console log, console, console.log, and for this we can say maybe the start of the week. So start of the week, because it's logical. Monday is the start of the week, so we have that. We console that to in our terminal, and we want to introduce another thing called break. So break. So now we break out of this case. We need to check our next case. So we say case, and this we want to which day should we have here? Let us say because I don't want us to check the entire day to say, oh, today is Monday or today is Tuesday. We want to check to say if the week has started, the middle of the week, and so forth. So I guess the next one can be, we can say Friday. So Friday will be like almost the weekend. So let us say Friday, and here we will console log almost weekend. Yeah, almost weekend. Let us have an exclamatory mark, and we need to break out of this case. And what will be the next one? We can check case, and this can be since we have start of the week, almost the weekend. Next, I think we can have like the weekend, so that will be like Saturday and Sunday. So let us have Saturday. And another case, we are going to check another case. Sunday, and we will console log that it is a weekend. So it is the weekend. It is the weekend. So, but let us say if we don't have any day fall into these categories, what should be the output? So for that, we can use the default or keyword. So let us first break out of this. We can break, and now let us say default, and default we can console and say what should be the statement here. Let us say just another day. Yeah, I think that is cool. Just another day. Yep. So now this is very cool and simple. So yep. So let us save this and try to console this. We will go over this again, but let us console this to see what is happening here. So node mon condition 2. Okay. So start of the weekend we have in our terminal because we have Monday. And the keys here is if Monday, we should have start of the weekend. So let us try like Friday, F-R-D-A-Y, and let us save this. We have almost a weekend. So let us go with maybe Sunday. Sunday. Save this. It is the weekend. It is the weekend. We can also try Saturday. And save. We also have it is a weekend because we have two cases that is checking. If these two cases are true, then we should print it is the weekend. And now let us see if the day is not in any of these conditional statement. Let's see the output. We should have just a day, but you shouldn't take my word for it. Let's try to have TUESDAY. We have just another day. A default, just another day. So hope you got this, and it's very simple to understand, just another day. So let us see our next example. So this example is on a simple calculation or calculators. So let us comment this out because I don't want multiple console log. We comment this, and in our second example calculator, so we can say var, and let us say operators, and for now we can have our addition operators, and below we will say switch or operator and case let us say plus. And I don't want to console this. I've console a lot throughout this series. So let us have a variable that is going to store whatever values that we are going to, or whatever calculations we are going to do, and later console that instead of having a lot of console log. So we can say, first of all, let's have two numbers because we want to maybe carry on some operations on two numbers. So we can first have var num1, and we can call this for now whatever number, and var num2 and call this 8, and we will also have another var and call this, no, we cannot have var, let's have let and call this result. I will explain to you why we are using let instead of var. We have a separate video on that, but now just understand that we var and let is the same thing. Just understand that. So let us say result for now is equals to 0. So now we have our case. So if we have the operators, that is plus or addition operator, we should add the two number and assign that to the result variable. So we can say result equals, we have seen all of these things. Result is equals num1 plus num2. Very simple as that. And what next? We need to break. Always remember that whenever you have a case, you should break. Otherwise, this condition is going to get executed and move on to the next execution. So if you don't have break, you might come into problem. You might come across a problem. So that's why we always have a break. So our next case will be if we have minus operators, then we should assign num1 minus num2. The same, and also break case. And if we have addition, subtraction, multiplications, result is assigned 1 multiplied by num2. And the last will be division. So we have our division symbol. We say result equals num1 divided by num2, and also break out of this. So now we have our conditional state. We can also add the default. Maybe we might have other operators. So for that, we can say, yeah, let's just have that default. And this we can say, let us just console.log, and here we will have Conditional. Yep. So Conditional, that means the operator is not yet been into the calculator. So probably that might be a new feature. So let's just take it at that level. So let us go over this before printing this to the console. So we set up various variables here. We have the operators. For now, we have addition. Next, we have two variables, num1, num2. These are the numbers we are going to carry on the operation on. And then we have a variable called result. Initially is set to 0. So now if the operator is plus, for now it's plus, so this is going to be true. We should have num1 plus num2 stored into result. So at the end, we want to print console.log result. So here we can let us have what's happening. Yep. So let us say result, and in here we can pass in result. So simple as this. So let us save this, and now we can see result is equals to 11. You see in our console, result is equals to 11. So let us, for now, I want us to have like 10 here before, yep, 10. So we have 18. 10 plus 8 is 18. So hope you are getting this. Very easy. Very much easy. So let us check, let us say we have minus operators here. We save. We should have 2. Because why? We should have 2, yep. Because num1, which is 10, minus 8, the result is 2. That's why we have 2 in this case. If we have multiplications also, we should see 10 times 8. So we save this, we get 80. Result is 80. So the same goes for every thing. So let us say we have like the modulus operator. Let us see that and save this. So now we are saying Conditional result 0. And the reason we are getting this result 0 because we didn't break out of this. So we can also add break here. So if we save this, now we should see yeah, coming soon. Let us see. Yep. So coming soon. Okay. So it's not because of the break, because regardless of this break, we are still going to execute this console log. So we can check a condition. Yeah, we can check additional condition using if. So, but for now, let us just leave that. Hope you got the logic. So break, we have coming soon, and then yeah. So that's it for this video. We have implemented calculators as well as the days of the week, sending a message. So I have a challenge for you, and this challenge is similar to this first example, which is the days of the week, but we have a different logic to implement here. So you can just imply the same thing we have done. We have a write. The challenge is you should write a program using the switch a statement that takes a number between 1 and 7 and logs the corresponding day's name. For example, if you have 1, the days of the week, that should be Sunday, 2, Monday, 3, Tuesday, up to 7, Saturday. So this is very simple. Again, you can follow the example from this video to execute this challenge. So I will be hoping to see your answer in the comment section or your programs in the comment section. So with this, we will call this a day for this video.